Princess Mononoke when we were kids. So,
Okay, I have another question.
sure.
Where do you see yourself with your art in 5 years? You said you're making a manga.
Yeah.
Is that like where you're going?
Yes, that is exactly where I'm going. At this point in time, yes, I will continue doing fan art. I would like to slowly pull back with the commissions and actually make a universe similar to Miyazaki and Stan Lee. Just the vastness of different places and all these different heroes, and I want to be as big, if as big as they are. I want to be up there with them, and it's like
No, those are great aspirations.
And also, besides on just an artist point of view and from a business point of view, excuse me, I would like to give other artists a chance. So I would eventually like to have a business where I can pull other artists like myself into where they can create and feel comfortable to creating their own universes. So it's no longer just, if they want to share it with people, it's okay. It's not estranged to anyone.
Like collaborative.
Right,
experience.
exactly. One thing, I would say the one con about being, one of the few cons that is being an artist, I noticed there's a lot of competitive mentality.
Especially in the local scene, because
Yeah.
I've noticed that too. Because you're going to these small cons,
Mm-hmm.
and you are competing because you know that the person walking around those booths has like $15 to spend this weekend, and you have got to be one of those. But for the bigger guys, it's more of a business, like you were saying. It's more of like, all right, great. This is the market share we're looking for. How do we get there? What do we have to do to acquire assets? It's a very different ballgame than what someone's doing at the local level.
But what I love about, first of all, I have, let's see, these two individuals that I've been working with as of late. They've been teaching me a little bit more of the con scene,
right,
how to handle that. And actually, this young lady is a dear friend. Even though we haven't known each other for a long period of time, it will be at least a year since we've been friends. But she taught me, she kind of pulled me out of that and said, hey, it's okay to formulate allies. You don't have to be at each other's throat. It's terrible that it can be toxic to have just a full-on competition type scenario with your fellow artist, because then the sort of like going back to the lone wolf scenario. If anybody knows anything about psychology of the lone wolf and how is it can be beneficial for a time, but for that one moment, but for the long haul, the long haul, you're not going to get that far.
It's isolating and it's unsustainable.
Correct. It really is. So you have to formulate allies, you have to formulate friends and collab with various different types of people. And is it okay I can mention her name here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Her name is Tiana Nurse. She goes by the name of Waffle Bubble. I know.
We're going to put that in the description too, because that's a crazy name.
It's a very unusual name, but no, she is a wonderful young lady. Actually, I was supposed to work with her this past weekend, but unfortunately things got a little hectic. But she's sort of been my mentor for my art in the business sense.
Right.
And she helped me out on a lot of occasions, and she saved my bacon on several occasions in a very short amount of time.
So if you are in the local area, the Westchester, Rockland, Connecticut, New Jersey, slightly upstate New York area, and you would like to collaborate, Jha-neane is always looking for more people to collaborate with.
Yeah.
So I have... If you could, I was going to ask you if you could do anything with your art, what would it be? But you said that you want to make a manga.
Yeah, I want to do a manga, but also I want to do an anime.
Right.
eventually it's kind of like go hand in hand.
The natural evolution.
Yeah, right. You're gonna do a manga, you're gonna eventually do an anime and what have you. So, I would definitely. It would become full circle. This kid who didn't have any place to go, who didn't have a lot of friends, and sort of was inspired by the world of fantasy and Japanese culture and sci-fi and supernatural culture, is just to actually grow up to make an anime manga. It would just come full circle, and I would be like totally the most happiest camper ever.